Hello, everybody. Welcome to Octopunk Weekly Update for the final week of February. Actually, I think it is February 21st, because the next op we'll be doing is on the 28th, because it's not a leap year, so it'll be the 28th. Yeah, welcome. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. The New York event is going on sale, so I'll have lots of information about how to get tickets to that if you don't already have them. I will also be talking about Livescreamers, some fun events we have coming up this week for Patreon and Livescreamers as well, and our final still really from Detroit Reawakening, because the next 4 weeks until the release of Detroit Reawakening, I have something else I'm going to do instead of stills every week. So yeah, also we are on Hype Train level 4, which is absolutely wild. Oh my gosh, Hype Train level 3 already complete before I basically even go live. Shout out to John Hale for resubscribing for 27 months, almost 3 years, John. That's well, I guess a little over 2, but still awesome, fantastic. Maddie Cosplay resubscribing with Prime for 9 months. We've also got Piccalilly, Becky Helene, Pillowcat, Timmy Silver, Five Jewish Cactus, and also Becky Helene with the gift subs. Thank you so much, Becky. Becky's Impulse Control, as is our running joke, now also coming up in the stream chat. And Michael Smallwood forever as well in the stream chat too. He will be in New York, so if you want to get a big Michael Smallwood hug, definitely come to New York. But before we get started, you can see that I've got this meter down here for both our coffee and for our Indiegogo campaign for Livescreamers. So we're at 12,669 right now. Yes, nice. And if you want to make your Monday and go donate to change that number to something higher, you will be able to tell all of your coworkers or peers that you messed up somebody's 69 today. So if that sounds like fun, you could go to igg.me/@/livescreamers and you can donate if you haven't already. A lot of you already have, and we really appreciate that. We appreciate you getting us to 50% funded in just the first week of the campaign. And we still have 23 days left to go. But don't make your girl sweat. Let's get there beforehand, and let's not slow down. Let's keep up the momentum. Now, Connie says, no one wants to mess up the nice number. It's like, no, that's the point. You can tell people that you messed up somebody's 69, and it'll open so many questions. It'll be great. All right. So speaking of Livescreamers, like I said, we have the campaign that is still ongoing. And as part of the campaign, I've been releasing character vids. I already released one with MJ Slide, who plays Dice. And those will be ongoing. I basically have little character videos with the actors that describe each of their characters in depth. If you're here for the Livescreamers launch stream, you'll have seen most of them already. But if you don't want to sit through a 7-hour VOD, these are a little bit more compressed. And although I will not be posting this on my social media until tomorrow, I figured I would give you a preview of what our next character vid is going to be. This is Chris Trindade talking about his character, John.
Yes, yeah.
Video.
Hey, watch it.
I do think John is actually a very kind person. I think he is a person who does actually care. That said, he absolutely lets his self-interest drive him for sure. He is a gamer who is good, who is, I think, also typically considered one of those people that like the industry just finds entertaining. He's not the best gamer, he's not the wittiest, but he fits that like archetype, that like decent looking white guy that people want to watch play video games. But at the same time, I think he knows his limitations and kind of found this counterbalance with Davey. That's kind of where he started to find his identity, I think, as a streamer alongside Davey. And he a little bit is like clinging to that for like dear life.
Honestly, one of the best ways you can support the actors that you love is to help them get work. Because it's one of the best ways to make sure that their rent is paid, and also that they continue to grow as performers and get exposure in projects. So if you love our actors, any of them between Chris or Michael Smallwood, MJ or Jillian Gertz, they are all part of the team. We've also got a lot of really great new faces like Evan and Kobe and Naoma and Anna and Lucas, who are in our cast. So if you like what you saw on the Livescreamers stream and you want to support these performers in their career and also keeping food on the table, you can go to the Livescreamers Indiegogo and support if you haven't already. Oh, March says, I'm honestly so excited for Livescreamers. The first movie is such a cool concept. Yes, Livescreamers is actually a sequel to a movie called Livescream, which you can check out on VOD or on Blu-ray, but you don't necessarily have to, because although they exist in the same universe, they are not the same characters, so they definitely do stand alone or can be watched in any order. Oh, and one more thing. So, in an effort to get up on our Livescreamers campaign, we talked about this on the stream, on the Livescreamers stream, that Michael Smallwood is vaguely familiar with the concept of Hatoful Boyfriend, which is a pigeon dating simulator, and it is one of my favorite games. I love Hatoful Boyfriend, completely unironically. Like, I legitimately love this game so much. And so, we're going to do a crowdfunding fundraiser stream this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, noon Eastern, where Michael Smallwood's going to be coming over to my house, and we're going to be playing Hatoful Boyfriend. Our goal is to raise $1,000 on stream. We will not be doing the whole game. We'll probably be doing the first 2 or 3 hours of it, and we'll make this a series if people, come out and like it. So it'll probably be about 3 streams over the course of the next few weeks until the campaign is over, when we'll be raising money every time. So I highly recommend you come check out that stream. That's here on Twitch at noon on Wednesday. Like I said, it is unironically amazing. It sounds ridiculous. You're dating pigeons in a school and you're a human. There's so much going on, but there is a completely underbelly of information and lore to it that's really, really cool. So if you like games like that, if you liked Dream Daddy, if you like Doki Doki Literature Club, like, it's definitely got some Doki Doki Literature Club vibes in that it's not exactly what it seems to be on the surface. Michael says, I can't imagine this is going to be my jam at all. I mean, I don't know. Like, we'll see. That's why we're making him do it. I'm going to definitely have him be the person who makes the decisions about which pigeons he wants to date. And he's never played a dating sim. Oh, well, this is a great place to start, Michael. This is a great place to start. This month on Patreon, it is Valentine's month, so all of our $10 patrons get Valentines signed by one of our collaborators. You won't know who it is until you open it up and look. We've got about 5 or 6 different people who've signed these, and they will be going out at random. But for this week, we have more Livescreamer script teases for the $1 patrons. We have a Detroit Reawakening sound mixing live stream on Friday at 6 p.m. Get another look at footage from Detroit Reawakening as I try to mix the sound and balance it, choose mics, all that sort of stuff. And this is also, I believe, the first time I have ever done a sound mixing stream. And also on Sunday at 3 p.m., we've got our $25 group call. It's an AMA for me. You can come ask me questions about anything, advice, filmmaking, whatever, or any of the movies that we have coming up, or any of the projects that I haven't worked on in a while that I kind of want you to forget about. Anything like that, you can come at the $25 tier on Sunday, join our group call at 3 p.m. And just hang out a little bit. Now on to New York. So tickets go on sale in 45 minutes. We should have the Eventbrite link. The Eventbrite link is on my Twitter. It is in the Discord, and I'm sure a mod will be able to throw it in the chat at some point in the next few minutes. You can go on the Eventbrite page. You can't buy tickets until 3 o'clock in 45 minutes, but you can still sit on the page and camp and get your bearings straight and everything. I would also recommend maybe going ahead and making an Eventbrite account, getting your credit card information all set up and everything. Be ready to go for 3 p.m. This event is going to be on Thursday, March 24th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. The first 3 hours is going to be at the Museum of the Moving Image in Queens, Astoria. This is the screening venue. And the second 3 hours, this 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., is going to be an after party at the Icon Bar Astoria. There's going to be drag karaoke. There's going to be custom Octopunk themed drink specials. It's going to be a really, really fun time, but the after party is 21 and up. So just be mindful of that. Although the screening is all ages, the after party is 21 and up. 100 general admission tickets will go on sale today at 3 for $12 each. This $12 includes both the screening and after party. It's just one ticket, covers everything, so you're not missing out anything financially if you're underage and can't come to the after party. And you can also visit octopunknyc.card.co for comprehensive information about travel. It'll link you to the Eventbrite. It'll tell you what the addresses for the venues are. This is basically a, straight up, overview of the whole event with all the information you might need. and all the FAQ stuff. So Eventbrite link, do we have it? Let's see. Also, level 4 hype train. That is amazing, y'all. Let me see if I can. Well, I don't know. Mods know where it is, so it's in the Discord. So I'm sure it'll show up at some point. So the only other thing I want to talk about with New York is let's go over some basic stuff. So number one, who's coming? Maximilian, Chris, Michael, JJ, Tasha, me, and Rachel are all coming in. And also, as we found on the Livescreamers live stream, Jillian Gertz is going to attend from Detroit Evolution. So she will be there. The only person who will not be there that we thought was going to be there is Carla Kim. Unfortunately, she will not be able to join us in New York because she is in Korea and the COVID policies are really, really tight right now and kind of ever changing. And she just couldn't swing it. She's also really slammed with work right now, and she literally would only be able to be in town for like 48 hours. And it's just really hard to fly around the world for 48 hours in the States. But don't worry, Carla is coming to Europe still. We will see her in London and Munich. So if you're looking forward to meeting her at one of the European events, she will still be present. I see somebody saying, why do I live in France? Hey, we're coming to London and Munich too. It's not that far from France. Like, we have a lot of people coming in from France to the event. A lot of people coming from Poland and from the Netherlands. And, if you are open to traveling a few hours to get to one of our events, we are coming to Europe in July. But today is New York Day, so we're just talking about that a little bit more. When is the one in London? Yes, July 24th. Now that people are asking. The German event is on the 21st of July, Thursday, July 21st, and then the London event is Sunday, July 24th. Thank you, Dom Larry's, for being on top of things. I know that she's actually booked London tickets. She probably is more on top of what time of day this is, because it's already jumbling for me. And the Octopunk London event is pretty limited seating. It's only 100 seats, but the Munich event will have hundreds of seats. So we probably won't sell out of Munich. It'll be pretty easy to get into it. Yes, Europe contingent vibes later. Today is the day for Queens and New York and drag karaoke. And that is on March 24th, as I said. It is a little over a month away. And on top of the attendance list, I wanted to talk about the COVID policy. For all of our events, including New York, you must be fully vaccinated in order to get into both the after party and into the screening. We're also going to ask that you mask indoors for both venues. There are going to be a variety of New York mandates for COVID that, again, are ever changing, and we will abide by whatever the city of New York says for their COVID policy, whether that's a mask requirement, a vaccination requirement, whatever. Personally, for me as the venue coordinator, I believe full vaccination is the safest way to go, as well as in combination with masks. I want to keep everybody safe. And in this case, full vaccination means 2 shots or the 1 J&J. We're not going to require boosters yet, because I know it's gotten a little tricky, especially with New York, with people having had COVID recently, and then they can't get their booster for another 90 days. So we're just doing the 2 for now, but you do have to at least have, your standard COVID vaccination. So yeah, I think that's everything. I have been asked a few times now about gifts, because some people want to bring things for us to take home with us, which is really delightful and really kind. I do not know logistically how that's going to work yet, because all I can think of is having an armful of things and nowhere to put them, and then having to walk 30 minutes back to my hotel and then having to get on a plane with a duffel bag that I checked and also trying to get home with it. So I don't know quite how logistically we're going to make that work, especially for the European trips. But for New York, I will say that in the case of me, Smallwood, and also Austin, you can send things to our P.O. box at any time, and I will be able to get it there, and I'll be able to give that to either Austin or Michael. For Chris, Maximilian, and Jillian, they don't have to get on a plane, so they're probably pretty easy to give stuff to, and they can just take it home in New York. And in the case of JJ and Summers and Tasha, I don't know. It's pretty much going to depend. About the only way you can get them stuff is through handing it to them at the event. But I'll have to talk with the team and see what we plan on doing for that. Maybe we'll have like a group backpack or something that we force each other to trade off with or something. I don't know. So yeah, I don't quite know what we're going to do. I definitely don't want to have a policy of not accepting that. I don't want to have a policy of like, you can't bring things. I would say definitely still bring things and we'll take them if we can. But just bear in mind that most of us are going to be getting on a plane, and or in the case of the European events, going through customs and having very limited luggage and also hauling things around a city. So if it's like a small letter or like a drawing, that's one thing. If it's a 36 by 12 canvas painting of one of us, I don't think we're going to be able to make that work because I don't know how we're going to get that home. But I will definitely think about that. And once I get a policy in place, I will update the Discord FAQ with it. And I will also update octopunknyc.card.co with information about our gift policy. And I think that's about what we can do. Also in the Discord, there is a New York premiere meetup that is it's like a little channel that you can use to connect with other people if you are traveling alone and you want to split a hotel room, or if you want a travel buddy, or if you want to sit next to somebody that you actually know at the event. It is general admissions. There's no reserved seatings or anything like that. You'll just be able to it's first come, first serve. So essentially, you can go on the Discord server and say, hey, I'm looking for a room buddy, or I want to split an Airbnb or something like that. In that case, you can use this channel and you can find buddies. Of course, you can also do it in your own servers. You can do it on your own social media. I'll try to signal boost people who are looking for travel buddies and that sort of thing. But we definitely want to create the infrastructure for you to be able to find other people to share expenses with and keep expenses down. March says, point to international folks, please check the custom. Of course, my webcam is in front of my chat, which is very smart, Michelle. Why do you do that? Point to international folks, please check the customs restrictions if you're traveling to an event abroad and want to bring something. Most things like snacks are okay, but check in advance to be sure. Absolutely, that's very good advice. And also good advice for you to end up bringing things back. And as Vienna Vampire says, jokingly, saying only gifts that could potentially explode are made from super breakable glass. Yes, no liquids over 3 ounces, because I can't take that on a plane. Keep things like that in mind of there are certain things that I literally can't take on an airplane unless I check my baggage, which I'm not planning on doing. I'm planning on only doing carry-ons. So yeah. Oh my gosh, what is Mike saying? Makes a note to ask Michelle a question online. Well, now I'm curious, and you just got to share with the class, I guess. Did he text me? No, not yet. I'll have to check that later. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for New York. Like I said, Eventbrite, that is going on sale in half an hour at 3 p.m. Let me just make sure. Do we have any Eventbrite stuff in? Do we have a link to it in the chat yet? I will go find it. I will go hunt it down and leave it in the chat. Hold on, y'all. It is in the Discord in the New York premiere event page. Let's see. There you go. So that is the Eventbrite link that I just threw in the stream chat. You can go there and camp. And although 100 tickets will be on sale, there will be more wiggle room if we sell out really quickly. If we sell out of those 100 tickets, I will go to the venue and basically say, hey, we're at this number. I know that there's another 100 seats in the venue. What's your COVID policy? Do we need a social distance? Also, I know I originally said it was going to be a 150 person event, but it's getting bigger. Is that okay? Does this cost more? And once I get verification of that, and that I can open up tickets, more, I will probably open up tickets again. But in the meantime, if you try to get in but you can't and we're sold out, there is a wait list that you can join. I encourage you to join the wait list because yes, in the event that I do reopen tickets or I open more seats, you will be first in line to get those seats if you are on the wait list. So definitely utilize that if that is an option and that is something that happens. Am I going to do the same with London and Munich? No, not with London, because London has a very, very limited capacity. I'm probably only going to sell like 40 or 50 tickets to London, and when they are gone, they are gone. With Munich, yes, I will probably put 150 tickets on sale for Munich. And, you know, if we sell out of that, which I don't think we will, but if we sell out of that, I will be able to go to the venue and just open a little bit more, because there's like 400 seats at the Singlingertor Film Theater. So I think Munich is... if we sell out in Munich, I will just be flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. But hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Oh yes, trading cards. Yes, that was a thing that we ended up doing for Livescreamers. The 9 trading cards off the table didn't manage. Yeah. So everybody over $100 who donated during the stream, everybody who donated over $100 during the stream will get all 9 trading cards. Everybody who donated at all during the stream under $100 will get one. You'll get one of them at random. So yes, we did end up getting that, which I'm really happy about, because that was a perk I wanted to fulfill. Please come to Bali. Oh my gosh. I would pay you to go to Bali, but unfortunately, I don't think we have that many fans there. I would love to do, what we're trying to do with Livescreamers is we're trying to get a West Coast event going. I don't think we'll get there at this point. It's $75,000. It's a tremendous stretch goal. I mean, I wrote to Kotaku today and was like, hey, do you want to write an article about us? So, you know, if that happens, then maybe we'll get the exposure to get to 75K. But yeah, West Coast event is kind of next on my list. And then Australian event would probably be after that on the list. And then maybe like a Singapore event would be really, really fun. All places that I would love to host events at some point. Michelle, look at your phone. Okay, so he actually wants me to look at this. Actually, so that brings up another question somebody had that I want to address. Somebody asked whether or not they can come and cosplay. And I said that as far as I know, that's fine. I have nothing against it. I think that's fun. I know some people are planning on coming as Seth. Some people are planning on coming in DBH cosplay. That's totally fine. Very, very, very fun. I do not know 100% whether there's anything in my contract about dress code. I'll have to, there were some strange things in there, like we can't hire a professional photographer and like some other things that you might not expect. So I need to go back in the contract and completely 100% verify. But I will let you know if that's like forbidden and if I find something that forbids that. As of now, I would say cosplay is totally cool. Feel free to do that. Feel free. There isn't really a dress code. I would say that if you want to dress black tie, go ahead. It's not a black tie event. It's not a formal event. You can show up in jeans and a t-shirt. It's fine. All of us are probably going to be in like t-shirt and blazer sort of vibe where it's like, oh, I'm dressing up a little, but I'm still cool. Like is the vibe that we're kind of going to go for. And somebody did actually ask me about dress code as well. So hopefully that answers that question. It's a formal now. It's a prom. Wear your best, says Michael. Yes, it's officially a prom. Everybody bring their prom dress. Hurricane Hannah says, hope you can come to Canada someday. I'll hook you up with some maple syrup. Oh, maple syrup and I have a fraught relationship, Hannah, unfortunately. But I would love to go to Canada. I've always wanted to go to Toronto, and I've also, I really like Montreal as well. Maybe one day I'll get into Fantasia Film Festival and I can go to Montreal. So I think that's everything related to the New York event for now. Get that Eventbrite page open, camp on that, and get your tickets in when you can. You will also get a confirmation email from Eventbrite when you are booked. A lot of people who've already confirmed their tickets through, their Indiegogo freebies, have asked, how do I know that I'm on the list? How did I know that the form works? I would say, don't worry, don't freak out. I will make sure that you have a seat if you submitted the form and you are owed a ticket. I'm not like, other than London, which is a little tight, but that sales is 4 weeks away. So I'll have time to figure it out before then. I will make sure that you have a seat. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the reservations that I currently have on Indiegogo, and I'm going to import them into Eventbrite and get you an actual ticket from Eventbrite that will be emailed to you once I import all of your information into the platform. So that should be your confirmation, essentially, is that, if you reserved a ticket through our Google form, by having donated over $100 each to DRA or Livescreamers, you will be able to get like an email from Eventbrite in a couple of weeks that's basically a confirmation that I have manually put in. Aiden says, thank you for that. Truly helps with the nerves of that. I get it. I like, there's been so many people I've emailed this week, and I don't know if it's going off into a void or not. And I know that in some cases it is going off into the void. It's so stressful. So I definitely want you to have like something in hand that you can feel confident about and know that you are on the list and know that you have a reservation. Aim says, thank you for all the effort you put into this, Michelle. I appreciate the respect. It is a lot of work. I did my bullet journal for, let me see if I can do this without completely like spoiling things, but like, that's like next week. That's the week after. That's the week after that. That's the week after that. That's the New York event week. So it's a very busy next couple of months between finishing DRA, planning this event, planning Europe, trying to get Livescreamers together, trying to finish the financing for Livescreamers, while also running a crowdfunding campaign that's still 50% not funded. Gasp. And thank you, John Hale in particular, who's been holding my hand through that crowdfunding campaign and commiserating with it, because like it is so stressful, and it is like literally the first thing I think of when I wake up every morning and the last thing I think of when I go to bed every night at this point. It is really exhausting, but I feel pretty confident in it. We've made great progress so far. Y'all have been really supportive, and if y'all hadn't have been supportive up to this point, I would be sweating much more. So 50% funded in a week. I got to keep the big picture that is still amazing. That's still fucking awesome. And, we're going to be just fine. And the movie's going to get made, some way, hell or high water anyway, because this movie is so important to me. So yeah. Somebody's asking about Blu-rays. Nope, you can't get a Blu-ray of Detroit Evolution. One day you may be able to get a Blu-ray of Detroit Reawakening. If I do some kind of charity stream, I want to do some secondary opportunity to get them. I might even open like a mini Indiegogo for Detroit Reawakening Blu-rays when I buy them in like June or July. And it won't be like something that I want people to like go out and support, or like that they need to throw money at or anything. It will just be an opportunity for people who missed the opportunity of getting a Blu-ray the first time to help manufacture them and to get them, a year later, essentially. So that's probably going to happen. I will probably be able to like open up some sort of Blu-ray opportunity for Detroit Reawakening just to cover the manufacturing costs and that sort of thing for it. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all the questions. And also, yes, coffee. Coffee is where we are fundraising our Livescreamers if you can't make it on Indiegogo, or if you just want to tip. Even if you just got $3 and you just want to tip us, you just want to give us a little bit of help and a little shout out. That is a great place to go, and we'll include you in one of our group shout outs, which I'm probably going to start doing next week, actually, for Livescreamers, because they'll be a little bit more easy to manage than the Detroit Reawakening ones, which I'm also going to hopefully finish soon. And that's basically everything for today, with the exception of our final DRA still. This one is of Michael Smallwood in the center of the frame, and also Maximilian Koger is Nines. This is a reshoot of a scene from Detroit Awakening that you'll recognize well. And yeah, so I think we had basically done character, kind of character-centric stills for Tina, Nines, and Gavin up to this point. And last but very much not least, we have Michael Smallwood as Chris Miller here. And this is the final DRA still that you will see. So essentially, aside from our Patreon streams about Detroit Reawakening that are coming up, and maybe some BTS pics that I'll be posting on Instagram, that's your last look at the movie before it goes live on March 27th on YouTube, or if you're in New York to see the premiere, March 24th. I don't want to spoil too much about it. It's only a 25-minute film, and it is a remake, so I'm trying to keep it a little close to the vest. But what I will be doing every week from now until the release of Detroit Reawakening, which is 4 Mondays, 4 Opwoos from now, I have these very special promotional pictures that we shot on, how do I describe this without, how much do I want to say about this? Essentially, what I did was I got Maximilian and Chris to embody the Gavin and Nines of all three of the movies, Detroit Awakening, Detroit Evolution, and Detroit Reawakening, as well as the unproduced D3 script, Detroit Absolution. And so I have 4 pictures of Gavin and Nines in sort of each, costume and each like vibe of each movie. And so the first one next week will be the one for Detroit Awakening. So it's their Detroit Awakening era pick. That will premiere here on Apu on Monday. And then every Monday until the film comes out, we will be doing a different, like a different movie promo pick. So I'm really excited to finish it because it's kind of ultimately make like this really cool like panorama of them changing costumes and changing personalities, taking them all the way from Detroit Awakening, or basically canon Gavin and Nines, to where they end up at the end of D3. So that's fun. I just got to edit them, and that is actually going to be one of our editing streams for Patreon next month in March. If you stick around at the $5 tier, you'll be able to see me work on one of those early in Photoshop. Will we get a peek as Richard as well? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have any Richard things. I know JJ shot a couple of pictures of Maximilian where he was like, it was kind of like that, but not really. Just on set, there was like a bisexual lighting picture that he posted of Maximilian that was kind of vibed like that. But I don't stand for Richard because he's a physical embodiment of the prison system and not a person. So I'm not interested in promoting him in any way because he's a completely irredeemable villain who's not a person. All right, now with that hot take, like I said, Eventbrite, 22 minutes. Get your New York tickets if you're interested. Let me know if you have any questions. You can hit me up at Lady Twano on Twitter. You can hit me up on Octopunk Media at Instagram. And also in the Discord, we do have that New York premiere info page, and we have the New York premiere meetup page, and Ask the Octopunks, which is where a lot of people have been putting questions about the events, and I'll reply as I can. So yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting Livescreamers. Did anybody mess up the 69? I gotta know. Did anybody mess it up? Nobody messed up the 69. Come on, the opportunity is still there. You can tell everybody without context that you fucked up somebody's 69 today. Just $5 and you can do it. It can be yours. The 69 lives on. So it is the longest 69 I've ever seen. It's been all morning, all mornings from last night. Got in like 3 a.m, and it's just been going. Man, I'm going to get kicked off Twitch. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I will be back here on Twitch Wednesday at noon. Remember, me and Michael Smallwood playing Hatoful Boyfriend, Pigeon Dating Simulator, and trying to raise $1,000 for Livescreamers on Wednesday. Come out, bring your friends. If you haven't had a chance to donate to Livescreamers yet, that would be a great opportunity. Octomom says just donate $100. She better not have donated $100. She's my mother. Now I gotta know. I don't know if she's telling you or if she's telling you to do it, or she's telling me she did it. No, she didn't do it. She didn't do it at all. Now you got to, Mom. Now you owe me for putting me on this planet for 30 years. All right, everybody. Just telling. Okay. Everybody, have a great day. Get your NYC tickets in. I'll see you on Wednesday, and stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.